Like, speaking of like giving like 5 stars and 1 stars and stuff like that, have we ever talked about what like the reviewing mentality is here in Japan?
Just in terms of everything.
It's I noticed that right away when I moved here.
Yeah.
How like nothing on Amazon is above 4 stars.
Yeah.
It's not just not on Amazon, like everything on like Google reviews,
Google Maps, yeah.
and stuffing. If like hardly anything is above 4 stars,
Yeah.
it's like
And if
mostly.
it is, then it's only like 2 reviews, right?
Yeah.
And also like they have so they do use Google reviews mainly for like restaurants and stuff, but there's also a thing called Tabalog that like a lot of people who think they're food critics use, and it's just
It's like the Yelp of Japan, basically.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And it's insane because it's like these people review these food restaurants and like 3 stars for a restaurant is considered good.
Yeah.
Like that's like, it's done it. It's impressive.
Because I remember when I first moved to Japan, and whenever you look up restaurants on Google, you'd see like 3.5 stars, maybe the occasional 4.
Yeah.
And in England or in America, when I see a 3-star restaurant, I'm
You're
like,
like, oh.
yo,
Yeah.
something's gone wrong.
If it's
This-
below a 4, then I'm just like, something's on.
Yeah.
Someone found a rat in their food or something, man. Like, I don't know.
I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand what that is. Like, do the Japanese think that the stars on Google reviews is like Michelin stars? Like,
I mean, I understand it because they actually, I respect that they have a mentality where they literally actually use every star in the review system.
Right.
Because it's like the Mao review, right? Where anything below, like, I'm pretty sure like
anything
Mao.
below 7 is shit.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure like Mao users don't realize that like under 5 stars actually exist.
Yeah.
Because it's either like 7 if it's good.
6 is really bad.
6 is really bad,
Yeah.
and like 5 is the most awful anime you've
Because
ever
for like
watched.
a restaurant, the way I imagine it is like, what would I tell the owner if he was right in front of me now?
Right,
Like,
yeah.
would I genuinely sit there and be like, this is a 3-star experience? Because you know what I mean? Like, because
Yeah.
how are you going to do that to the poor guy? He's trying to run a
Yeah.
business, right?
Yeah.
It's just to me, you know, if I go somewhere, I really like the food, I have nothing bad about it. How in good faith can I be like, yeah, you don't deserve 5 stars?
Yeah.
Because there was nothing wrong with it. Like, this was
Yeah.
exactly what I wanted.
'Cause-
I got what I needed. Yeah, it wasn't fine dining. It wasn't
Yeah.
crazy, but like there was nothing wrong.
That's the
Well,
thing.
oh, sorry, go
sorry.
ahead.
I was gonna say like that's the thing I want to ask about these like super harsh Japanese reviewers, right? It's like, what is a 5 star?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, do you want a blowjob from the chef?
Because this,
Like,
this is also another thing where like how can you judge really a restaurant the same way McDonald's?
Yeah, because
Like, can you-
because what I was gonna say is even like the fine dining restaurants are the same
Yeah,
star
yeah.
ratings.
Yeah.
And that's because they expect a fine dining experience. So if they get the fine dining experience, that's like,
standard.
That's
That's normal.
standard. You've done
Yeah.
the job, and so that makes me wonder. What the fuck would a fine dining restaurant have to do to get a 4 or 5 star, man?
It blows my mind because like I said, like comparing McDonald's to like a fine dining experience, because they really shouldn't be on the same scale, right? Because they're totally different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so when you go to McDonald's, what are you judging about McDonald's? Are you judging the place, the food? What are you judging? Because the food isn't going to change, really.
Yeah.
It's probably not going to be any different.
the only
Yeah.
thing that determines a good McDonald's experience or a bad
Yeah,
one
what's-
is like how fast the food comes
Yeah,
out.
this is what I see on Google reviews. I'll see a 2-star McDonald's and I'll see a 4-star, and I'm like, what is the difference? Ultimately, I cannot tell the difference. Yes, it might be dirtier.
I
or
had
whatever.
3 less fries than I ordered
Right,
last time.
that's what
Yeah.
confuses me
Yeah.
because then I'm also like, okay, so if I rate this McDonald's a 5-star, what am I rating it a 5-star on? Am I rating it on a 5-star because
compared to other McDonald's.
compared to
a bigger question is who the fuck is rating McDonald's on Google? Who
boy?
are you people?
I
Who's
don't
that
do
boy?
It must be okay, not to be rude, but people who are like, yes, it's my only fine dining experience. I will review every McDonald's I go to.
People who call McDonald's a restaurant are the same people who call motels hotels. You know,
I've noticed that every single like really, really high rated place in Japan, like 4.5 or higher,
Yeah.
is normally like just a disgusting wait time to get the food.
Yeah.
Right.
Because when you get to that star in Japan, I feel like you get like almost like a fandom, like a hype around you.
Yeah, a cult following.
Yeah. So then,
Yeah.
and then everyone starts telling everyone, dude,
It's like,
you-
yo, this has got 4.5
you gotta,
star.
you gotta go there early. You gotta
Yeah.
line up, and it's like, well, fuck. Now I can't enjoy the place. I gotta make a 3-day advance reservation.
Yeah, I noticed that as well. Where there's Japan's restaurant culture, especially if something is like highly acclaimed, it always spreads via word of mouth.
Yeah.
Where
the Japanese love lining up.
Yeah.
I don't get that.
I mean,
They love
as a British
lining
person, I
up.
can appreciate a good queue. But
I can't.
there's as a British person, I can appreciate a good queue as well, but not to a restaurant.
No,
you know what I
yeah.
mean.
I can't fucking stand queues, dude.
Yeah, if I want to go to a good restaurant that's exclusive, please let me book it. Please,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
I don't want another gacha system. I don't want to line up. I want just to have a booking and a specific time I turn up. Or you could be like us and try to book a table at Dennys and completely fail.
Yeah, Maylene, because we always eat Dennys before we record a podcast, and we had like one of the guests over, and we're like, oh shit, that's a lot of people. We might have to book a table at Dennys. So we were like, hey, Maylene.
Which to give context, it's like trying to book a table at McDonald's.
Yeah. So Maylene,
Dennys.
Maylene called up Dennys and was like, can we book a table for 6? And the guy came back and was like,
This is
what
a
is
Dennys,
book?
man.
This is a Denny's. Like, why are you trying to book a fucking table? Just come to the restaurant, please.
Man, this is Denny's.
Wasn't it like that? He called like the manager or something. It was
Yeah.
like,
He was like, wait,
Wait.
Someone
Yeah.
comes back and was like, this is Denny's, and
We don't do
we
reservations.
don't do reservations. Yeah,
This is a fucking Denny's.
It's so exclusive. You have to turn up on the day.
It's the most polite way you can just say it's a fucking Denny's. Why are you calling for
Yeah,
bookings?
what the fuck's wrong with
But
you?
also, even like going back to like normal reviews with products, like all the products are like that as well. And like,
Yeah.
if you see something that's fully 5 stars on Amazon with over like 20 reviews, you're like, damn, this must be like the shit.
Yeah.
Because like,
Or they're paying for those reviews.
yeah, true. Because I remember when I was buying going back last week, buying a bed, I could not find a bed over like 3 stars on Amazon.
No, I couldn't either. I remember that.
Like there was no bed that was above 3 stars, and I'm like, how many problems people having with beds? And I would go to the reviews to read what they were saying, and they were all saying that the build was too long, and that was the problem.
That just sounds like your problem, bro.
I've had some of the most pedantic reviews
They
on
get
Japanese
so
Amazon.
iffy with it.
I've had like someone 1-star product because the packaging was bad.
Oh,
The
yeah,
the
that's a really common problem.
Product's completely fine. The packaging was a bit off, so they were like 1 star.
That's what drives me insane is that they almost always review the shit around what you're actually reviewing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, the delivery man had a bad attitude. 1 star. Like,
it's bullshit. Like if the package is a little beat up, but the thing's totally fine.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
you're gonna throw out the packaging anyway.
Yeah,
Who the fuck
exactly.
cares?
I don't give a fuck. Like as long as I can use the thing I need, so what? Like this shouldn't be a blight on the company that sent me it. Like this is fucking absurd.